What's up, Gemini? As always, I hope that this video finds you well and in excellent spirits. If you're new here, my name is Mel, and I'm the founder of Divine Feminine Works, where I help people unlock their divinity and discover their magic. All right, so this is going to be the October 2022 tarot scope for the sign of Gemini, and that's Gemini's sun, moon, rising, or north node. All right, so without further ado, let's just get straight into it. All right, let's see what October has for you, Gemini. Okay. Here we go. All right, so we've got fourth house. All right, and so fourth house is all about home and family. And the fact that this is a 42 lets me know that it's a number 6, and 6 is all, you know, 6 is all about relationships. So this could be your relationship with the people that you live with. This could be your relationship with your close family members, but there's going to be an emphasis on home and family during the month of October. Okay. I don't know. I'm getting something about like religion or background or lineage. I don't know, particularly as it pertains to a mother figure. I think that may be highlighted in the month of October. All right, so let's get some more cards and see what else we have here. Okay, so the first card out we have is the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands sometimes denotes like oppression. Like it's almost like something that felt like a good idea at the time has slowly over time become oppressive. It's almost like becoming a slave to your passion or a slave to this idea, right? Someone could be extremely passionate at home in a way that's very oppressive. Perhaps it has to do with religion or background or lineage or something like that. But someone feels oppressed. Someone feels burdened or overwhelmed. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, we've got 2. First card is the 6 of Pentacles. And then we have the 2 of Wands. Okay. So it's almost like, I feel like you're having an exchange with this person, and it's almost like, okay, you're learning from them. They're learning from you. There could be an exchange of ideas, an exchange of energy, but I get the sense that like, it's an exchange. It could be literally a conversation that you're having with someone, or it could be you learning from someone or you teaching someone else. All right. And then with this information, it's almost like you're trying to figure out which way to go. It's like, okay, now that I know this, now that I understand this, what am I going to do with this information? Where am I going to take this information? How am I going to create something of my own? Right. So I almost feel like it's this energy of lessons being passed down, stories being passed down, lineage being passed down. It's almost like this information that you get from parents or grandparents. It could be almost, for some, I'm hearing like learning about your ancestry, learning about your lineage. And now that you know this information, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to go out into the world and create? Okay. But for some, I get like, it's almost like you're being beat over the head with this information. Like it's a lot of information, or it feels very oppressive, or it could be very spiritual information also. But again, I get the sense that it's being bestowed upon you. And now it's time for you to decide, what are you going to go out into the world and create? Are you going to create your own family with this information, with whatever's being passed down to you from your lineage? Are you going to use the same resources, the same stories, the same sort of energy to create something new in your life, to create your own family, to continue the lineage? You know, I hope all of this is making sense. Let's get another card here. See what else we have. All right, we've got the 9 of Wands. So it sort of lets me know that, like I said before, it's almost like you're being beat over the head with this information, and it's kind of making you a bit guarded. Okay. It's almost like, I'm getting the sense that you're taking this information with a grain of salt. Or you're kind of like, okay, that's how you guys did things. I'm not necessarily sure I want to do things the same way. Some of you are just tired of hearing of this. Like I said, I feel like some of you are being beat over the head with this information, or beat over the head with these stories or these resources, or whatever it is, whatever you're being handed down, you're being beat over the head with it. And you're kind of like, yeah, I've had enough. I'm kind of like not really, I kind of want to go my own way. I kind of want to blaze my own trail kind of a thing. Like some of you are very tired of how things have been done in your family. You almost want to break out of the mold is what I'm getting. Let's get some more cards and see what else we have here. Yeah, we've got the Six of Cups. So things may have been implanted into you since you were a child, definitely from the past, right? I get the sense that even if that's not the case, I feel like in October, you're reminiscing a lot about your past, a lot about your childhood. You may be hearing stories about your childhood, stories about your family. There's a lot of backward looking energy this month for you, Gemini. I feel like a lot of reflection, a lot of thinking about the past, examining the past, especially with what's interesting is that, so over the last couple of months, we've had quite a few retrograde planets. So retrograde energy is very backward looking, right? And I feel like the reason why this is coming up in your reading this month is because in October, there's going to be a lot of forward moving energy. But I feel like it's going to take a little bit of time for you to start moving forward because I feel like much of your energy and much of your effort is being directed towards the past. Having to do with family, having to do with your childhood, having to do with your lineage. Again, a lot of backward looking energy. Let's get 2 more cards from this deck. All right, we've got the Fool card. So this definitely lets me know that in the coming future, it's going to be up to you to just take a leap of faith. Some of you are really deviating from the way that things have been done in your life, whether they've been done because of your lineage, because of your family, or because that's just how things were always done. Maybe there are certain patterns in your life that have continued for a long time. And I feel like finally in October, you're going to look at them, examine them, and you might decide to go in a completely different direction. But I feel a direction change is in your near future. And I feel like you're just going to have to take a leap of faith because I feel like whatever you're trying to do, especially when it comes to family, there hasn't been a blueprint for it. I feel like you're the person in your family that, again, is going to blaze a new trail, is going to do things in a different way. And you kind of have to rely on God, on your religion, on your faith, on your spirituality in order to blaze this trail because there's no blueprint. There's nothing for you to look at. There's nothing for you to study. I feel like you've seen how things were done. You understand how things were done. And now you're going to take things in a different direction. And I get the sense that for many of you, this is sort of generational. I feel like some of you are generational curse breakers, right? Some of you are thinking about your own lineage, right? How so many have come before you and now there's you, and who's going to come after you and what kind of story are they going to have? What kind of life are they going to have? What are you going to do to set things in motion for things to be different in your lineage, in your family, in your life, and in the life of people that are going to come from you? And again, there's no blueprint. You've got to create the blueprint. And the only way to do that is to have faith in God, have faith in the universe, have faith in whomever, right? Whoever you have faith in, whatever your spiritual life is like, you're going to have to put your faith in that because that's what's going to help you create this blueprint. Let's get 1 more card from this deck and see what else we have here. Okay, we've got 2, but I'm inclined to take them. We've got the 2 of Swords. So this lets me know that at this point in time, you kind of don't know what to do. I feel like you're sort of stuck. I feel like you're not taking any movements right now because you're still trying to figure out what to do. You're sort of split between 2 worlds. You've got the old world with the blueprint that you know, and you have the new world that's yet to be created that you're going to create with the blueprint that you need to create with God or with the universe. And so you're sort of stuck right now because you're trying to figure out, how do I move forward? In which direction do I move forward? Do I continue with the old story or do I form a new story and bring that out into the world? All right. But whatever it is, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which lets me know that this is a very fortunate time for you. Not only is it fortunate, but it's fated. You are meant to be thinking about this. You're meant to be reflecting. You're meant to be thinking about your lineage and what you're looking to create in this world. You are meant to be thinking that right now. And it's blessed by the universe, right? I don't feel like if you're thinking that, what if I make the wrong choice? What if I don't do this correctly? I don't want you to think that. Or I should say Spirit doesn't want you to think that, because Spirit is guiding you. Spirit is blessing you right now. And so I get the overwhelming sense that it really is time to take your family and your lineage in a new direction. And you are the one to do that. You're the one to create a new blueprint. This new blueprint is going to come from you. And all of this is sponsored by Spirit right now. Okay. So don't be afraid. Don't be hesitant. You know deep in your heart and in your intuition what needs to be done and what direction you need to go in. You're just hesitant to make that move and make that decision because you've come from a lineage that's been doing it a one particular way, right? And now it's time to do things differently. You are the disruptor. You are the mover and shaker. You are the one that's going to create a new story for not only your family, for yourself, but for generations to come. All right. It's kind of a lofty responsibility, right? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. So this isn't necessarily going to feel easy. Okay. But it's important, it's necessary, and it's up to you. You are the disruptor. You are the breaker of generational curses. And it's not to say that your family is cursed. It's just that things have been done in a certain way and it's up to you to change them. All right. And again, it's sponsored by Spirit. So you don't need to feel scared, even though it can feel a little scary, because Spirit is going to guide you. Again, you sort of have to just take a leap of faith and know that Spirit's got you. All right. Again, heavy is the head that wears the crown, but you were built for this. You are the one who was meant to do this. All right. So it's sort of up to you to take on this responsibility and take you and your family in a new direction. So October is going to be a very important month for you, because I feel like all of this is going to come into your consciousness. All of this is going to come into your awareness. And it's going to be time to decide where you want to lead, because you are indeed a leader. You are a leader in your family, and it's time to lead your family into someplace completely new. All right. So now I'm going to pick 3 cards, 3 rapid fire cards, one on relationship, one on money and career, and one on general advice for the month. All right. So let's start with relationships. What does Spirit have to say about relationships for you in October? We've got 2 cards. The first card out is boundaries. And then the next card out is patience. I don't know if you can see that so well. Patience. All right. So I feel like you may be estranged from someone right now. You may not be talking to them, or you are in one corner and your counterpart is in another. I don't think that things are not meant to be that way forever. I feel like you're asked to be in your corner and be patient, because your relationship is coming together. It's just that pieces have to be moved. Okay. And to be honest, you've got a lot going on right now in terms of being a leader and taking your family in a new direction. So once that is underway, I feel like that's when your relationship with your counterpart is sort of going to come together and fit into this whole story. All right. But I feel like when it comes to relationships right now, you're sort of being asked to stay in your corner, work on yourself, and allow Spirit to move the pieces, and just be patient. All right. Because things will gel together when the time is right. All right. So let's get 1 card on money and career. How are money and career looking for October? Okay. We've got the key. So the key unlocks many doors. Okay. So I feel like when it comes to money and career, I feel like in the month of October, you may meet someone who unlocks doors for you, or you may partner up with someone who helps get you more money, who helps get your career on track. But by and large, I see keys going into locks and opening new doors. So new opportunities may arise in October via other people. I feel like whatever happens with pertaining to money and career, it involves other people stepping in and helping, or maybe you are the key that unlocks certain things for other people in their career and money. But I feel like money and career, new things are happening, new opportunities to make money, to move up, all that good stuff. All right. Then let's get 1 more card to close out the reading. And this is going to be the general advice for the month. Okay. We've got fork in the road. So this month is about making decisions. Okay. You have to decide, especially when it comes to stability. When it comes to how your life looks, how it feels, who's in your life, October is a month where you need to make a decision. You've come to an impasse. You've come to a fork in the road. Where do you want to go? What do you want to create? Who do you want to create it with? I feel like all of these questions are going to be thrust upon you in October, and it's up to you to make a decision. I know that may feel daunting. It may feel kind of scary. It may feel heavy and burdensome and maybe even overwhelming, but you're equipped to make these decisions. You're equipped to answer these questions. So allow yourself to reflect in October so that you can come to a conclusion with respect to what you want to create, who do you want to create it with, and what do you want your life to look like. So I feel like October is going to be a very pivotal month for you, Gemini. A lot of important questions with equally important answers. All right, so that concludes this tarot scope for you, Gemini, for October. I sincerely hope that you were able to get at least one important piece of information for the month from this reading. And speaking of readings, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, that link is in the description box below. Thank you so much for tuning in, Gemini. Happy October, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.